What comes to mind first when you think of Mexico? Tequila, tacos, breathtaking beaches, and cacti? All of these are true about Mexico, but its natural and cultural diversity goes far beyond that. Mexico has 32 states, including Mexico City, which serves as both the capital and a state. Each state has its own unique identity, customs, and culture. As a large country, Mexico is full of rich culture, world-class cuisine, incredible heritage, and history. Mexico is home to the world's largest pyramid. If you asked most people where the world's largest pyramid is, they would probably say Egypt. However, the Cholula Pyramid, located in the state of Puebla, Mexico, is actually the largest pyramid in the world, with a height of 66 meters, a base of 400 meters, and a volume of 4.5 million cubic meters. The pyramid is significantly larger than the one in Giza, though far less known. Despite its impressive size, many people might not even notice it, because the Cholula Pyramid is hidden under a hill. Only the church built on top by Spanish conquerors is visible from the surface. When the Spanish colonized Mexico, they often built Catholic churches atop existing temples, and the Great Pyramid is one such example. It was originally built in honor of one of the central Aztec gods, Quetzalcoatl, and visitors today can explore its many underground tunnels. Mexico has no official language, although Spanish is the government's working language and the majority of the population speaks it. It has never been granted official status because numerous indigenous languages are still in use across the country. The Mexican government officially recognizes 68 national languages, of which 63 are indigenous. Among the most widely spoken are Nahuatl and Mayan. No other country in the Americas exhibits such a wide diversity of indigenous languages, making Mexico one of the most linguistically rich countries in the world. Mexico City has the second highest number of museums in the world. Though the ranking is debated, it is a fact that Mexico City has an extraordinary number of museums. For a long time, London was believed to have the most museums, with Mexico City following. In recent years, cities like Moscow and Paris have also claimed the title, though the ranking often depends on how one defines a museum. Mexico City has approximately 145 museums. The most popular include the National Museum of Anthropology, the Frida Kahlo Museum, the Palacio de Bellas Artes, the Templo Mayor, and the Antique Toy Museum of Mexico City. Travel tip for Mexico: most museums in Mexico City are closed on Mondays. On Sundays, Mexican citizens can visit nearly all museums for free, so expect big crowds. Mexico is Latin America's most visited tourist destination. According to the World Tourism Organization, Mexico receives more international visitors than any other Latin American country and ranks among the top 10 most visited countries in the world. Given Mexico's cultural and natural diversity, this comes as no surprise. This travel trend has been growing year after year. Currently, Mexico is the third most visited country in the world. In 2019, a record-breaking 45 million visitors came to Mexico. Even in 2020, during the COVID pandemic, the country still welcomed around 25 million international travelers. Mexico is home to some of the world's friendliest and happiest people. According to the Happy Planet Index, Mexicans are the second happiest people in the world, right after Costa Ricans. Their results show that well-being in Mexico is higher than in neighboring USA, thanks to factors such as universal healthcare and the strong emphasis on family and community. In Condé Nast Traveler's Readers Poll on the world's friendliest cities, 2 Mexican cities made the top 10. Mérida ranked 3rd, and San Miguel de Allende came in 4th. The dinosaur-killing meteorite hit Mexico. The massive asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs about 65 million years ago struck the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico. More precisely, the impact occurred in what is now the town of Chicxulub, a coastal city on the Gulf of Mexico. The giant crater was discovered in 1981 by employees of Mexico's state oil company, Pemex, while they were drilling for oil. The crater is 180 km wide, though located underground, so visitors cannot see or explore it directly. Mexican children don't receive gifts on Christmas. Most Mexican children receive their holiday gifts on January 6th, not December 25th. Instead of giving presents on Christmas Day, Mexicans celebrate Dia de los Reyes Magos, Three Kings Day, the day the Bible says the 3 wise men brought gifts to baby Jesus. Interestingly, the Christmas season in Mexico lasts for 2 months. Across the country, people hold posadas, or nightly celebrations. These parades reenact Joseph and Mary's journey from Nazareth to Bethlehem as they searched for shelter before Jesus' birth. One of the best places to experience the festive season is San Miguel de Allende. For many, the Mexican Christmas season ends after Three Kings Day in January, but some extend it until February 2nd, with the celebration of Dia de la Candelaria, Candlemas Day. Mexico has 35 UNESCO World Heritage Sites, Mexico ranks 7th in the world for the most UNESCO World Heritage Sites. These include both natural and man-made wonders such as the ruins of Chichen Itza, Palenque, Teotihuacan, and Uxmal, the historic mining town of Guanajuato, the canals of Xochimilco, and the Ciencan Biosphere Reserve near Tulum. Mexico's national symbol is the golden eagle. This golden eagle is shown perched on a nopal, cactus, with a snake in its beak, right in the center of Mexico's green, white, and red flag. How did the Aztecs discover the site of Mexico City? While searching for a place to build their capital, Aztec priests prophesied they would see an eagle eating a snake atop a cactus. This would be the sign that they had found the right location. They eventually found the eagle on a cactus in Lake Texcoco, and, following the prophecy, they built their city on the lake. Mexico City was built on a lake, and sinks about 12 centimeters per year. The lakes upon which Mexico City was built are called cenotes. The Aztecs considered this a sacred place and chose it as the site for their capital, the Great Tenochtitlan. Later, the Spanish decided to build their new city atop the Aztec structures, creating New Spain, what would become modern-day Mexico City. Today, Lake Texcoco is nearly dry. Some buildings in Mexico City resemble the Leaning Tower of Pisa, as the city's foundation is marshy and continues to sink, about 12 centimeters per year. That's more than Venice, Italy, which sinks only around 2 millimeters annually. In fact, Mexico City has sunk so much that it is no longer one of the world's highest capital cities. It was once the 7th highest, but has now been surpassed by Sana'a in Yemen, which sits about 9 meters higher. Mexico has been inhabited for around 22,000 years. For years, archaeologists believed that Mexico's ancient civilization only dated back to the Olmecs, around 3,700 years ago. The Olmecs were among the first Mesoamericans to create complex societies, and their unique cultural practices influenced later civilizations like the Maya and Aztecs. However, recent discoveries at the Tlapacoya archaeological site near Mexico City reveal evidence of human presence dating back an astonishing 22,000 years. Researchers found bones of black bears, 2 deer species, and a curved obsidian blade at the site. The world's smallest dog comes from Mexico. The Chihuahua is the smallest known dog breed. It was first bred in the northern Mexican state of Chihuahua, from which it gets its name. The Chihuahua is believed to be a descendant of the Techichi, an ancient mute dog companion of the Toltec civilization. Speaking of dogs that don't bark, Mexico's national dog is the Xoloitzcuintli, or Xolo for short. These hairless dogs come in small, medium, and large sizes. They were sacred to the Aztecs and believed to guide souls to the afterlife. Mexico is the 4th most biodiverse country in the world. In fact, Mexico is home to about 12% of the world's biological diversity, ranking just behind Brazil, China, and Ecuador. Mexico has 7 different climate zones, which support a wide range of ecosystems, from rainforests to large lakes and lagoons, waterfalls, and coral reefs. On the western coast of Mexico, along the Baja California Peninsula, lies El Vizcaíno, a UNESCO World Heritage Site known for whale watching. Off the coast of Cozumel, you'll find the Mesoamerican Reef, the 2nd largest reef system in the world. In the north, you'll find deserts and the Copper Canyon, the 2nd largest canyon in North America. The jaguar, North America's largest wildcat and a sacred animal to the Mayans, lives in the Yucatan Peninsula. The southern rainforests and wetlands are teeming with exotic animals and tropical plants such as coatis, quetzal birds, pumas, iguanas, and many more. Mexico is also home to over 700 species of reptiles, more than any other country on Earth. Mexico has nearly 7,000 miles of coastline. Mexico is one of the few countries in the world with more coastline than land borders. Depending on where you are in Mexico, you can swim in the Pacific Ocean, the Caribbean Sea, the Gulf of Mexico, the Sea of Cortez, also known as the Gulf of California, the Bay of Campeche, and more. There are also large inland lakes such as Lake Chapala and the Bacalar Lagoon, often called Mexico's Maldives. Mexico has one of the world's largest blowholes. La Bufadora, located near Ensenada, Mexico, is La Bufadora, Spanish for the blowhole. This natural wonder is found on the Punta Banda Peninsula and features a rock formation with a hole that shoots water up to 30 meters, 100 feet, into the air above the ocean. It is one of the few blowholes in the world that reaches this height. Other famous blowholes include the Halona blowhole in Hawaii, the Kayama blowhole in Australia, and the Humanaya blowhole in Sri Lanka. Mexico has the world's smallest volcano. Mexico is home to the world's smallest volcano, the Cuex-Comate volcano, located near the city of Puebla. It stands only 13 meters 43 feet tall. Mexico also has 42 active volcanoes and thousands of inactive ones. The country sits on the Ring of Fire, Earth's most seismically active zone. This region holds 75% of the world's volcanoes and experiences 90% of its earthquakes. Mexico is also home to a rare species of rabbit known as the volcano rabbit, which lives near the country's volcanic regions. Interestingly, Mexico's highest peak is actually an inactive stratovolcano, Pico de Orizaba, also located in Puebla State. It stands at approximately 5,050 meters, 18,540 feet, above sea level, and is the third largest volcano in North America, making it a popular destination for climbers. Mexico has the most cenotes in the world. Mexico is famous for its beautiful cenotes, natural freshwater sinkholes. Cenotes are formed through a process in which limestone bedrock erodes over time, revealing pools of groundwater beneath. There are around 6,000 cenotes in Mexico, mostly on the Yucatan Peninsula. These are part of the largest underwater cave system on Earth. In the ancient Maya world, cenotes were considered sacred and were also a vital source of fresh water. Mexico has only one gun store, and it's in Mexico City. In fact, there is only one legal gun store in the entire country of Mexico. It is located in Mexico City and operated by the Mexican military. Although Mexico has a reputation for violence, it actually has some of the strictest gun laws and regulations in the world. To legally purchase a firearm in Mexico, citizens must undergo a background check, fingerprinting, provide references, be photographed, and complete other requirements. After meeting all these conditions, they are allowed to purchase only one firearm and a single box of ammunition. 19. The Mexico City Metro has women-only train cars. When comparing cities, Mexico City is about as safe as New York City. And just like in New York, you have to be cautious while riding the metro, especially during rush hour, due to a high risk of pickpocketing and petty theft. To make public transport safer for women, the first few train cars in Mexico City's metro are reserved exclusively for women and children. Similarly, most public buses have front sections reserved for women and children as well. 20. Chocolate originated in Mexico. In fact, the English word chocolate comes from the Nahuatl Aztec word xocolotl. Ancient Mexican civilizations, including the Olmecs, Aztecs, Toltecs, and Mayans, cultivated cacao trees over 3,000 years ago. Cacao was traditionally consumed as a drink and was also used as currency, often considered more valuable than gold. You can still enjoy ancient chocolate drinks like atole and tascalate in various parts of Mexico. There's also tejate, known as the drink of the gods, which is one of the best traditional beverages from Oaxaca. 21. Mexico is the world's largest beer exporter in 2019. Mexico exported $4.2 billion worth of beer. For comparison, the Netherlands, home of Heineken, was the second largest beer exporter with $2.1 billion in revenue. What's the best-selling beer in Mexico? Corona, which is one of the top 5 most consumed beers worldwide and is available in over 150 countries. Although Corona is the most famous and consumed Mexican beer, there are many others worth trying, such as Dos Equis, Negra Modelo, Sol, Pacifico, Indio, Tecate, Victoria, Bohemia, and Carta Blanca. 22. Mexico has 59 varieties of corn. There's no country in the world as socially, economically, and culturally connected to corn as Mexico. Corn has been a staple of the traditional Mexican diet for thousands of years. There are 59 native varieties, ranging from red and blue to green and white, all originating from a wild grass known as teosinte. Because of the variety, there are several words for corn, though maize is the most common. Fun fact, tomatoes also originated in Mexico. Although tomatoes are often associated with Italian cuisine, they were first cultivated in Mexico. Spanish explorer Hernán Cortés is said to have brought the first tomato plant to Europe from Mexico in 1519. Many of our favorite foods, including cacao, chocolate, avocados, zucchini, vanilla, various beans, and many types of chili peppers, also come from Mexico. 23. Mexican cuisine is recognized by UNESCO in 2010. UNESCO declared traditional Mexican cuisine an intangible cultural heritage of humanity. This prestigious culinary recognition, shared only with France, highlights Mexico's indigenous ingredients and unique cooking methods. Mexico's national dishes include mole and chile en nogada. Mexican cuisine is rich in symbolism and complexity. Everyday staples include tortillas and tamales. While tacos are eaten across the country, burritos are mostly popular in northern cities like Monterrey and Ciudad Juarez, considered the birthplace of the burrito. Fun fact, insects are also commonly eaten in Mexico. Edible bugs play an important role in the Mexican diet. especially chapulines, grasshoppers, gusanos, maguey worms, and chicatanas, winged ants. If you liked the video, subscribe.